It's a quiet Sunday night, September 17th, 2023, in Romeoville, Illinois, a sleepy Chicago suburb where families feel safe, where kids ride bikes down cul-de-sacs and neighbors wave from their porches. But at 512 Concord Avenue, something's terribly wrong. Zoraida Bartolomei's mother, Lydia, hasn't heard from her daughter all day. Her son-in-law, Alberto Rolon, didn't show up for his shift at a local warehouse, which isn't like him. Phone calls go straight to voicemail, texts sit unanswered. By 8:43 p.m., Lydia's worried turns to panic, and she calls the Romeoville Police Department for a welfare check. What officers find inside that house will shatter this tight-knit community and unravel a twisted, gut-wrenching tale of love, jealousy, betrayal, and cold-blooded murder. An entire family, Zoraida, Alberto, their two young sons, Adriel and Diego, and even their three beloved dogs, gunned down in their own home, execution style. Who could commit such a heinous act? And why target an innocent family, including children? Tonight, we're diving deep into the Romeoville massacre, a case so chilling, so layered with deception, it's bound to leave you stunned. I am Lisa, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. This story will grip you from start to finish, and you won't want to miss a single detail. Zoraida Bartolomei, 32, and Alberto Rolon, 38, were a hardworking couple who just bought their first home 5 months earlier. Their sons, Adriel, 9, and Diego, 7, were the light of their lives. Sweet kids who loved to play and hug away your worries, according to family. They had 3 dogs, part of their tight-knit household. On the surface, they were living the American dream. But on September 17th, 2023, that dream became a nightmare. Police arrived at their Concord Avenue home after Zoraida's mother raised the alarm. The house was dark, eerily quiet. Through a window, officers spotted overturned furniture and a cracked window. Then they saw 2 dead dogs in the kitchen. That's when they knew this wasn't just the welfare check. They forced entry and found a scene of pure horror. Alberto was shot multiple times in the living room. Zoraida was gunned down in a bedroom, and their boys, Adriel and Diego, were killed in the same room, each with gunshot wounds. The family had been shot a combined 20 times. This wasn't random. This was execution style. Romeoville isn't the kind of place you'd expect a massacre. It's a suburb of Chicago, about 40 minutes southwest, filled with cul-de-sacs and families. But as police processed the scene, they knew they were dealing with something targeted. Shell casings littered the floor. The walls were spray-painted as if someone wanted it to look like a senseless break-in by kids. But the precision of the killings told a different story. Investigators started digging, and within hours they had a lead. Nathaniel Huey Jr., a 32-year-old from Streamwood, Illinois. Huey wasn't a stranger to the victims. He worked with Zoraida at an engineering company in Glendale Heights, and forensic analysis of her phone revealed something explosive, a romantic affair between them. Both Zoraida's husband, Alberto, and Huey's fiancée, Ermalinda Palomo, knew about it. Could this love triangle be the key? The deeper police looked, the darker it got. Let's rewind. Nathaniel Huey Jr. wasn't just Zoraida's co-worker. He was her lover. Their affair had been going on for at least a year, and it wasn't a secret. Alberto had found out and, in a fit of anger, even slashed the tires on Huey's car. Ermalinda Palomo, Huey's 50-year-old fiancée, was also in the know, and she was furious. But Ermalinda didn't just get mad. She got calculating. Police uncovered a chilling plot, one that sounds like it's ripped from a psychological thriller. Starting in December 2021, nearly 2 years before the murders, Ermalinda began creating fake online personas, social media accounts, burner phone numbers, even posing as members of a Mexican and Bulgarian cartel. She used these to manipulate Huey, convincing him he was under surveillance by a criminal organization. She fed his paranoia, making him believe Zoraida was a mole plotting against him. And on September 14th, 2023, just 3 days before the murders, she dropped the bombshell. Zoraida had to be eliminated. Ermalinda's manipulation was meticulous. She posed as cartel hitmen, hackers, and bosses, using apps to generate fake phone numbers. She sent Huey detailed instructions: scout the neighborhood, avoid cameras, use new clothes, don't touch the bullets. She even told him to make the scene look like a burglary by kids, saying many murders go unsolved. She sent threats to Zoraida and Alberto too, targeting their children to scare them. One message to Alberto read, "This stupid girl will be the reason you have no children." Zoraida confided in a coworker about the harassment, saying she was scared, but no one reported it to police. On September 16th, 2023, at 3:17 a.m., Ermalinda drove Huey to the Rolon-Bartolomei home. He entered through an unlocked kitchen door using a 9mm pistol. Alberto confronted him and was shot first. Then Huey moved to the bedroom, firing through the door to kill Zoraida, before entering and shooting Adriel and Diego. The dogs were killed too, one in the kitchen, two in the bedroom. It was over in minutes. The next day, Huey went to work like nothing happened, but police were already closing in. Using Ring doorbell footage, iPass data, cell tower records, and flock camera systems, they tracked Huey's black GMC Yukon from Streamwood to Romeoville and back. When questioned, Huey admitted to the affair but denied the murders. He refused to let police search his car. Ermalinda, interviewed separately, played innocent, claiming Huey was with her. But a forensic phone dump told a different story. Even after Huey deleted messages, police recovered texts showing Ermalinda's fake cartel personas, their planning, and GPS tracking of Zoraida's home. By September 19th, Huey was acting irrational and erratic, according to a police bulletin. He threatened to take everyone down a month earlier when Ermalinda asked him to leave their home. Now, with police circling, the couple fled. On September 20th, 2023, a digital license plate reader in Catoosa, Oklahoma, over 600 miles from Romeoville, pinged Huey's GMC Yukon in a Walmart parking lot. Police moved in, but Huey and Ermalinda sped off. A brief chase ended when their SUV crashed into a median and burst into flames. As officers approached, they heard 2 gunshots. Inside, they found Huey guyed in the driver's seat, a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Ermalinda, in the passenger seat, had been shot in the back of the head by Huey before he killed himself. She was rushed to a hospital but died later that day. Huey had confessed to his mother before fleeing, admitting he killed the family because people were after him. He even said he killed the boys because they'd be better off dead than without parents. It was a twisted justification for an unthinkable crime. So how did it come to this? Ermalinda Palomo's jealousy fueled a 2-year campaign of psychological manipulation. She exploited Huey's history of infidelity, weaving a web of lies so convincing he believed he was working for a cartel. Her fake personas, Turtle among them, bided him step by step, from scouting the vacant house next to Zoraida's to staging the scene. She drove him to the murders, waited in the car, and planned their escape. But her own lies caught up with her. Huey, realizing police were closing in, turned the gun on her before himself. The Romeoville Police Department closed the case, declaring Huey and Palomo solely responsible. But the why haunts us. Why the children? Why the dogs? And why didn't anyone act on the red flags, like Zoraida's fears or Alberto's threatening texts? This wasn't just a crime. It was a betrayal that destroyed 2 families. The Rolon-Bartolomei family's home, once filled with laughter, is now a boarded-up reminder of loss. Zoraida's mother, Lydia, told reporters, "They were so happy. I can't understand why." A GoFundMe raised over $43,000 for their funerals, calling Adriel and Diego the sweetest, most innocent angels. This case grips you because it's not just about murder. It's about love twisted into obsession, trust shattered by lies. What do you think drove Ermalinda to such extremes? Could this have been stopped if someone had reported those threats? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. If this story hit you